If your social media is anything like mine, you'll see people that travel around the UK in vans that they converted themselves. And I've always thought, how hard can it be? All I've built really before is IKEA furniture. I've barely used a drill, let alone like an impact driver or a jigsaw. But I thought I could look for a small van. I wanted something transporter size. But if you've ever looked at a transporter, they can be so expensive, or you have to settle with something like a T4 made in like the late 90s or the early noughties, and it will have like 200,000-300,000 miles. And I wanted it to be my primary vehicle as well as my like home from home. So I didn't want something with too many miles. So I was looking around and people suggested something like Citroen Dispatch. So I was looking for the Citroen Dispatch, Peugeot Expert, Fiat Scudo, and the Toyota Proace. And I found quite a few between like 3,000 and 5,000, so that was kind of my budget. And I went to go see a Dispatch as well, but it had some things wrong with it, so that didn't pan out. But I have now got a Fiat Scudo. So let me introduce you to what I bought. This is a 2012 Fiat Scudo with just under 100,000 miles, and the previous owner did try to partially convert it, and he was going to fully convert it, but I've now ripped all of that out as I wanted to do it all myself. I wanted to check if there's any rust under the floor. So yeah, as you can see, there's some of the Dodo paneling already. I probably want to get some more as there's none on the ceiling. And one of the doors was rattling a little bit when driving back. I'm 6'2", so obviously I can't stand up on it. But that's fine. I didn't want a big van. I didn't want a Sprinter, a Craft, a big Transit, something like that, because I want this to be my only vehicle. And that would limit me in stuff like car parks. And as I said, I've been driving a small Ibiza, so I think that'd be quite a big step up to drive every day or whenever I need to drive, etc. And they use way more fuel. This, I think, did like 40 miles per gallon on the way back, so only 1.6. Ideally, I wanted the 2 litre one just for a bit more power, as it did struggle on the hills. But yeah, they seem a lot rarer to find. And then the one that I was looking at has had issues. So I've gone with this one. I really like the colour. Yes, the interior is not perfect either, but I'm going to be covering all this with wood and like carpet and stuff. So the idea is the bed will be down there, clip me down there, and then fix that door. Put some window. Oh yeah, probably going to put windows in one of these sides. So this stuff's kind of wasted there. I don't know if I can peel it off and reuse. If not, I think I'm going to have to buy some more anyway. It's the same with the back. They're on the back, but I want to put windows in the back, so that's fine. The window factor's already on, so that helps. Yeah, it needs a really good clean. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a clean, and I'm going to take the floor up to see what I'm dealing with. Because it's bank holiday weekend, but I'm back to work tomorrow, so it's going to be things that I can do in the evening. But today I want to give it a really, really good clean, as there's rain on and off, so it's not like I can tackle the rust. But yeah, that's the plan. Give it a really good clean. So I can now switch to my GoPro. I've got it mounted on the suction cup on the roof. So summary, day one, what I've been doing, well, there's a few hours that I've been doing it. I have washed the outside fully. I've discovered that the windscreen washers, like the pump, it doesn't seem to be working. I can't do the windscreen. I was looking at the glove box, but that'll be another day. And then this door here doesn't open from the outside, so that's the driver's side. So I've got the camera suction cup to the roof, so hopefully you can see this. I've just taken up this sideboard as I wanted to see what condition the flooring's in. I can feel there are batons. I'm not sure if they're glued or they're screwed. Looks like they're screwed. It must be screwed directly into the metal. And then there's this insulation on top. And my worry is, to get a look at the floor, I'm basically going to have to ruin whatever's here. So I'm in two minds whether to just trust the rust has been done. So you join me back at my desk now, because my dad was helping me with a few things, and I didn't really think about filming them as much, because we only had limited time in the evenings when we both finished work. So yeah, so the things that I've done was I took the support beam in the top of my van from this, where it was all rusty underneath, and it had come away, and it's been sealed now, so like that. So I've treated the rust underneath and painted it, and then we stuck it up, like left it overnight with some adhesive, and then painted the adhesive. So now, yeah, it's solid. Press on the roof from the top, and it feels so much better. Then next, what we did was we took up the old ply and we ripped out the old battens, I didn't really like the layout for what I wanted. There was a layout that I saw on the conversions on the £2.5 Facebook group, which I've kind of adapted to my van. So it's 35mm battens and 25mm installation, and then I'm going to stick 12mm ply on top of that. But that's not done yet. What we've done, we've ripped out everything, and then we fixed that support beam in the middle. So now the van currently looks like this. In the next episode, you'll see me install the new battens and the Celoflex installation, and I'm going to be tackling the rust on the roof. There was some rust on the flooring inside the van. It wasn't anything too bad. I think I would have got away with just leaving it, but I'm glad that I did take it up now. It's obviously taken like a couple more weeks to do all of this, but I think in the end, having like the floor layout the way I want it, being able to screw stuff in a lot easier, will definitely be worth it in the long run. But yeah, I'm going to tackle the rust on the roof. So I'm going to like sand that back with the same drill bit, and then put rust converter in any place that needs it. I'll try to go back to bare metal the best I can, and then prime it and paint it. And I'm going to try and do that all for like under £50, because I'm not going to take it to a sprayer because it's the roof. There's going to be a solar panel on it. There's going to be an air vent on it. Speaking of, air vent has arrived, but that will be in episode 3. Any tips for that? Anyone watching this like very recent? Any tips for that? Greatly appreciate it. Also, I want to install windows in the back, and I think I touted just now about having a deadlock, but I thought that was an advantage, but they're in the way of where I want the windows to be. So I need to find out a way to remove them. So either remove them and they're like done before I can chuck them, or remove them and like they're still salvageable to use elsewhere. Not really sure, but yeah, any tips with that also greatly appreciated. I'm notoriously bad at editing at speed, so you'll be watching this like at least a couple weeks behind. Any tips obviously greatly appreciated, but just now, anything you give me like tips on to do with like the flooring, I've probably already finished the floor. That's why I'm saying like stuff in episode 3 if you're seeing it recently. But yeah, leave any comments regardless. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see the next episode and like the video, and that would be very much appreciated. Thank you.